Hey there folks, welcome back to the I Am CDB project. I'm your host CDB, you are not, and today we're going to do head shave with the Schick Extreme 3, I believe this is, and I'm using this one for a reason, and I'll show you as I progress in the video. I'm going to be using the Shaving Shop Emerald Moss, which I like a great deal, the Wolf Whiskers brush, and of course I got the excellent timeless bowl here. So let me wet the dome and we'll get right into it. Stay tuned. All right, so here we go with our Shaving Shop Emerald Moss, which I had an excellent shave with during the face shave today, and you'll want to watch that video for a really nice giveaway that I'm giving away, so check it out if you want to be entered for a getaway. The instructions on how to do so is there. All right. Beautiful soap, this Shaving Shop Emerald Moss. Beautiful, beautiful indeed. It smells fantastic. All right, the reason that I pick, that I have the best success with my head with razors like this is because this one in particular has some flex in it, and I want to be careful not to cut myself. This one actually, the blade bends a little bit. You can see that there. And why that's helpful is if you have a regular safety razor, and I've talked about this a number of times, when it's on the contours of your head, only a small portion, say the middle portion like here, is in contact with your head. Whereas a razor like this that gives some flex, it stays in contact with your head. So for me, that oftentimes provides for a more efficient shave. And by that I mean I don't have to go back and work so hard to touch areas up, which is, you know, nice. It just, the blades stay in contact with your head longer during your strokes, and so therefore it just lends itself to, for my perspective, or at least for my head, more efficiency. It just does a better job. I do use DEs. I haven't this week. This is one of those rare weeks where I don't use a DE on my head, but normally I do on the weekends. And I always find that I have areas I just have to touch up because they just won't reach it due to the, you know, the design of the blade, and it's, you know, it's very rigid. It will not flex at all, so I have to do a lot of touching up. Whereas with this guy, by the time I'm finished my 3 passes, I'll be pretty much smooth as a cue ball, or any pool ball for that matter, 8 ball, you know, whatever ball is your favorite. And so that's why I use a lot of carts, and especially through the week. When you know, I'm not pressed for time. I still take my time, but I don't have quite as much time because obviously I have to go to work. So that's why I use a DE on the weekend where I can take my time and, you know, do all that cleanup that I usually have to do. There is the Mamba by Razor Rock is probably one of the best head shavers that I've tried. It's mild, but it did a great job. Didn't feel quite as threatening. I've tried a lot of other ones, including the R41, and really nothing gets me quite as close as a cart with the same effort. So effort being equal, if I use a cart and a DE, I'll always have to do a lot more touching up with the DE. That's just the way it is. All right, there was an excellent first pass. Stay tuned, we'll come back for pass 2. All right, so we are back with our Shaving Shop Emerald Moss, which really has been a outstanding soap for me today for the head shave. And of course that first pass was just beautiful, so I'll take it. Smells great, so there's absolutely nothing to complain about here. Wonderful, outstanding. All right, let's go in the other direction, and I always have to go sort of this way around the ears because the way the grain runs. And I simply have a lot of success with these doggone cards. I know it's sort of blasphemy in the traditional shaving community, but as I've spoken about so many times, use what works best. If it happens to be a cart, you know, go with it. Now, if you're new to wet shaving altogether, I do suggest you try DEs, particularly on your face and maybe your head. I think I would learn on my face before my head because the head is, you know, more difficult. But, you know, if after a few months you find the cart works best, it just works best. And that's okay. I think as long as you're using a decent, good quality soap, I think you'll be fine. I find on my head that these do a fantastic job. This is just a little disposable and does a great job. I also use the Harry's razor, which does a really nice job for me. I haven't tried the Dollar Shave Club razor. Maybe I will at some point just to compare. I've tried the Gillette Fusion and, you know, all the fancy razors, and I found that the Harry's is less expensive and does just as well. So I didn't really find that the Fusion did anything that the Harry's doesn't do, and the Harry's does it considerably cheaper. All right. There we go, and we'll come back and do a third pass, and we'll wrap this guy up. Stay tuned. All right, here we are for the third and final pass. It's been a really nice, smooth shave here. The Emerald Moss is beautiful stuff. No quality problems, great scent, really not much more I could ask for. As you can see, no problem whatsoever lathering. Plenty of lather in the brush. Plenty of lather still in the bowl too, I might add. So I could get another several shaves over the lather I just built in this Timeless bowl. All right. Here we go. Let's, this time, go down that way a little bit. I do like to get a BBS, or what I call level cue ball head shave. I don't like to feel stubble on my head, which is why I've only missed 2 days since I started in March of 2017. So I'm quickly approaching the 1 year anniversary of head shaving. And as I've said so many times in these videos, I don't regret it even for an instant. It has been, you know, one of the best decisions I've made for a long time. I enjoy it. I enjoy shaving my head. I enjoy the not having to worry about the hair and the, you know, horseshoe coming in there. And I'm quite pleased with it. And that's really all that matters. If you're pleased with it, other people will come around. And if they don't really matter. Or at least, you know, anybody who really cares about you is going to accept it regardless. So they may not like it at first, but they'll grow to like it, or at least realize it's you. And so it's been the best decision for me. All right. One little spot back here to get, I think. And I think we're going to be good to go with an excellent head shave. Excuse me. Stay tuned. We'll come back and wrap it up. All right. So when we do the post, after I get out of the shower, we'll use the Thayer's Witch Hazel and the Emerald Moss Splash, which is very good. The Emerald Moss soap was fantastic. The Schick Extreme 3 did a really fine job. And of course, we used the Wolf Whiskers brush, which is absolutely stellar. And of course, the Timeless Lathering Bowl, which is really fantastic. I love it more each day as I continue to use it. I don't have to worry about breaking it, and that is fantastic. I want to thank everybody for joining me. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscribe button and you'll get a notification when I put out something new. Thanks as always for watching. Until next time, I've been your host, CDB. You're not.